It's the December 2020 virtual Floyd Radio Show today from right here at the Floyd Country Store. Home to the Floyd Radio Show, live music and dancing, local food and clothing, gifts and heritage music in beautiful downtown Floyd, Virginia since 1909.
We have a great show prepared for you tonight. From Freeze, Virginia, we have the new Ballard branch Bogtrotters. Originally from Louisiana, but currently in Brooklyn, New York, we have the Albany Phileta Band. And we'll also be checking in with our good friend Aaron Olwell, who's kept us entertained throughout the quarantine. And we're going to be checking in with him throughout the program this evening to see what he's been up to. And Aaron's coming to us from Nelson County, Virginia.
I'm Ashley Watkins, and this is just Andrew Small from right here in Floyd, Virginia.
Thank you, Ash.
Thanks for being with us tonight. The Floyd Radio Show is brought to you in part by Peluso Microphone Lab, Hotel Floyd, Skyline National Bank, and County Sales, all from right here in Floyd, Virginia.
Tonight's show is also brought to you by Sneeze Guards, celebrating their best year ever. Imagine that. Sneeze Guards, they're awesome. They're awesome. They sure are. Thank you, Sneeze Guards. All right.
Well, keeping true to form, we're going to kick things off tonight by handing it off to our fully tenured joke master, Sadie. Take it away, Sadie.
What do you get when you cross an elephant with a kangaroo?
What?
Earthquakes in Australia. In winter, what can you catch outside with your eyes closed?
What?
A cold. In December, what do you have that you don't have in any other month?
What?
The letter D. Me and my friend Jalen went out and got food poisoning. She ate some bad chicken and got salmonella, while I ate some bad salmon and got chickenella. I lost a key on my keyboard. Now I'm all out of control. Merry Christmas! So, my friend says I don't respect her privacy enough. And that's what it says in her diary. Why do pilgrims' pants always fall down?
Why?
Because they wear their belt buckles on their hats. Two banjo players walk into a restaurant. They sit down and order a drink. Then they take out sandwiches from their backpacks. The waiter says, "Wait, you can't eat your own sandwiches in here." So the banjo players exchange sandwiches. You might have to listen closely to this next one to understand it. But oh, I walked around the corner and I walked around the block. I walked right into a bakery shop, picked 3 donuts out of the grease, handed the lady a 5-cent piece. Well, she looked at the nickel and she looked at me. She said, "This nickel's no good to me. There's a hole in the middle and it's all the way through." Says I, "There's holes in the donuts too. Thanks for the donuts. Goodbye."
Oh, good job, Sadie. I love some of those jokes in there.
Yeah, that banjo joke reminded me of that time, Ash, that you and I were driving back from the Galax Fiddlers Convention. You remember that?
Many times.
Many times. But there was that one time when we had that new white lady banjo with us in the car, and we were so proud of it. And we were on our way back and, had the banjo in the car and a little bit precious about it, but we had to pull over. We were getting a little bit hungry. So we stopped, pulled into the service station, went inside to get, what was it? Bag of chips, I think, right?
Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar it was, yeah. And we went in there, locked the car because we were being cautious, even though it's a very safe area, very safe. And went inside the store, bought our chips, did a little browsing, came back outside, and lo and behold, our worst fears, we went up to the car and the rear window had been smashed out. Just broken glass everywhere. And then looked up and there was another banjo in the car. So I guess
Two banjos.
Guess that was our lucky day, I guess, Anyway, moving right along. Well, you want to introduce our next act here, Ash?
We're really excited about this next band. Some of you may have already heard them. We're lucky to hear them, fairly often around these parts.
It's always a treat, though.
It's the New Ballards branch, Bogtrotters. That's a bit of a tongue twister for you. They've been playing old-time mountain music around Galax, Virginia since the 80s, actually, 1986. Today's group is named for the original Bogtrotters of the 1920s, the premier old-time band of the era.
The original Bogtrotters consisted of legendary musicians Uncle Eck Dunford, Wade Ward and his brothers Crockett Ward and Fields Ward, and also Doc Davis. The Bogtrotters won the very first Old Fiddlers Convention in Galax back in 1935, and Doc Davis was very instrumental in keeping the contest alive throughout the years and helping it grow into what it is today.
Yeah, named for after the original Bogtrotters, and for a small stream that runs through Galax. The present day lineup consists of Dennis Hall, fiddler and vocalist Eddie Bond, his wife Bonnie Bond on the bass and vocals, and Josh Ellis on the banjo, and Caroline Noel Beverly on mandolin.
Please enjoy the New Ballards branch Bogtrotters.
All right, well, we want to welcome everybody tonight out there in Facebook land and YouTube land. We're glad you're tuning in with us tonight, and I've got some great news for all you youngins out there and all you young at heart, because I have been talking to the big man himself, old St. Nick, and it just so happens that he told me, he said, y'all better be getting ready because Christmas time's a-coming. Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's coming. I know I'm going home. Can't you hear them bells ringing, ringing, joy, joy? It's ringing. When it's snowing, I'll be gone back to my country home. Snowflakes are falling, my heart's a-calling for the folks at home, and Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's a-coming, Christmas time's a-coming, Christmas time's a-coming. I know I'm going home. Can't you hear them bells ringing, ringing, joy, joy? It's ringing. When it's snowing, I'll be gone back to my country home. Window, can't you hear the wind blow? I can't walk for running. Christmas time's coming, Christmas time's a-coming, Christmas time's a-coming, Christmas time's a-coming. I know I'm going home. Can't you hear them bells ringing, ringing, joy, joy? It's ringing. When it's snowing, I'll be gone back to my country home. All right, yeah, Christmas time's a-coming. Yes, sir, I talked to the big man himself, and he was telling me all about Mrs. Claus. I asked him how she is doing, and he said she's doing just fine. She's been doing a lot of bird watching this year. Did you know Miss Claus was a bird watcher? They used to tell me I was a bird watcher because I married one, so. Anyways, we thought we'd play this next little tune here for Mrs. Claus. It's called Listen to the Mockingbird. that was for you, Miss Claus, up there at the North Pole. All right, well, old Santa Claus, I asked him, I said, has most folks been good this year? It's been kind of a rough year for most folks. And he told me, for the most part, everybody's been pretty good, but there was this one old feller that's not been too good. And we're going to play a song about him, old Stagger Lee. He's been a bad, bad fella, old Stagger Lee. Could have been on a rainy morning, could have been on a rainy night. Old Stagger Lee and Billy DeLiner had a great big fight. Oh, that bad, bad, Stagger Lee. Now, Stagger Lee, don't kill me, please don't take my life. I got two darling children and a darling loving wife. Well, that bad, bad, Stagger Lee. Don't care about your children or your darling loving wife. You stole my John B. Stetson hat, I'm bound to take your life. 'Cause I'm that bad, bad, Stagger Lee. Oh, Stagger Lee shot Billy, he shot that poor boy down. Well, the bullet went through Billy's chest and took him to the ground. He was bad, bad, Stagger Lee. Stagger Lee went rambling, he rambled all around. Then one day he met his match, they shot him to the ground. Now he was bad, bad, Stagger Lee. Stagger Lee said to the devil, I'll put you on the shelf. I don't need no help from you, I'll run hell by myself. 'Cause I'm that bad, bad, Stagger Lee. We'll be back with more about old St. Nick in just a little while.
Well, great job, you guys. We always enjoy hearing from the Bogtrotters. We're looking forward to hearing a little bit more from them shortly.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Andy, 'tis the season.
Certainly 'tisn't it, Ash?
'Tis the season for shopping, that is. And you know what? The town of Floyd, it may be small, but it is filled with some excellent shops, and especially, the Floyd Country Store is filled with excellent, great things for, gifts. Lots of great things.
Great things.
It's also, of course, the Handmade Music School, offering lessons and apparel, and County Sales. Has a bunch of good music, makes excellent gifts. And you know what? Right now there is a limited time offer to save $10 on every $30 or more spent in shops right here in Floyd. Thanks to the Floyd Tourism office.
And how long does that deal run, Ash?
Well, it's been running for a couple of weeks now, but it'll be finishing up on the 13th of December. And that is, it's a promo code. It's to encourage online shopping. That is to, reduce the spread of the virus. You can shop from the comfort of your own home. And don't forget to apply the code LOVEFLOYD10. That's the number 10, 10. Love Floyd is in all caps locks. And what that will do is it'll automatically take $10 off of your purchase of $30 or more.
And that's only for online shopping.
Only online shopping.
For participating local businesses here in Floyd.
Yep.
Well, that
and
sounds...
you can visit the Shop Floyd Virginia website to see all the stores in town that are involved.
You're right. That sounds like a great special. And
you got something prepared for us?
Well, I worked up a little something just to help the folks at home remember that special that's going on. And since it's all online, you don't even have to be in Floyd to take advantage of it.
That's right.
So anyway, it's got a little ditty here that we came up with. It goes a little something like this. Shop in Floyd, up on the mount. We've got your online discount. Skip the trip and shop from home. You don't even have to use a comb.
Save $10 when you spend 30 or above. This code spells nothing but love.
Use it once, use it again.
Shop Floyd 10. Love Floyd 10.
The code is
Love Floyd 10.
Love Floyd 10, folks.
For all your shopping needs this holiday season.
Well, that sounds like a great deal, Ash. I think I'd take advantage of that. What do you think you'd use that discount for?
That's a steal of a deal, Andy.
It certainly is.
I've got my eye on a box set over at County Sales.
Well, that's great. Well, I hope we hear more about that later on.
I'm sure you will.
All right. Well, let's move right along with this program here. The next guest here, we mentioned him earlier. It's our good buddy Aaron Olwell. Who's coming out of Nelson County, Virginia. He's got some special programs prepared for us tonight. I think you all will enjoy very much. I know we have enjoyed seeing what he's been coming out with over these last 9 months or so, seeing it on social media. But anyway, Aaron Olwell is an incredibly versatile musician. He is a wonderful fiddle player and multi-instrumentalist. Plays all kinds of wind instruments too. Plays old-time, Celtic, swing, Dixieland jazz, to name just a few.
Yeah, I also hear that he's like a world-class flute luthier.
Excuse me, I believe the term is fluthier.
Oh, never heard of that term before.
Fluthier, brought to you by Floyd Radio Show's Word of the Day.
Well, Aaron has certainly made our quarantine times more interesting. If you're not a friend of Aaron, we'll give you some examples of what he's been up to this year. Take it away, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron Olwell, and this is the Floyd Radio Show. Did you know that if time is circular, as many think it is, did you know that if time is circular, as many think it is, did you know that if time is circular, as many think it is, then that means it's always your birthday somewhere?
Nice one, Aaron, as always.
Yeah, great job. We always enjoy those little musical escapades, you might call them. Anyway, well, we wanted to take a little moment here before we get too far into the program to just say a word about the Handmade Music School, which is based right here out of the Floyd Country Store. The Handmade Music School offers all kinds of great programming, including private lessons, one-on-one instruction, which during these days is all online Zoom lessons, so you can actually take advantage of the courses we have to offer from anywhere on the planet, as long as you have an internet connection. And we also offer workshops, and there's children's music classes on Friday mornings, and sometimes lecture presentations, as well as the instrumental workshops that I mentioned. And also the Handmade Music School is involved in some pretty neat projects that we're getting underway, like a project called the Music of Our Mountains, which is supported by a generous grant from the Virginia Humanities, where we're building an online archive to share the stories of the musical history and musical traditions of our region here with a greater audience. So stay tuned for more on that, and you can learn more about the Handmade Music School at the website www.handmademusicschool.com. Also, since we mentioned that Love Floyd 10 discount, which I hope you guys haven't forgotten about yet.
Love Floyd 10.
That's right, Ash. Love Floyd 10. That applies to merchandise and lessons from the Handmade Music School, and the Handmade Music School has some great merchandise like hats and sweatshirts and more hats, lots of hats, stickers, things like that. So anyway, well, why don't we move right along here. Our next guest on the show tonight is Albany Phileta. She grew up in Louisiana, where she was exposed to the sounds of Cajun, Zydeco, blues, and gospel music.
That's right. Albany began her love and study for early American jazz as a freshman in high school in Texas, when she was exposed to the guitarist Django Reinhardt. Listening religiously to recordings of Reinhardt, Louis Armstrong, Billie Holiday, Fats Waller, and other such great figures of jazz, she developed her feel for swing.
We certainly hope that you all will enjoy this incredible set brought to us by Joe Bass, who recorded this great band on a rooftop up in Brooklyn for our listening pleasure. Please enjoy the great Albany Phileta Band.
All right. Hi, folks, good folks of Floyd, Virginia. I'm Albany Phileta, and I'm leading this motley crew of very cold human beings on a rooftop, coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York City. And we're going to play you a couple tunes, musical tunes, and some of them go like this. This is called the Muhlenberg Joys. It's a song about a neighborhood in New Orleans, Louisiana, by the great Jelly Roll Morton. 1, 2, 1, 2. a night. What a life. What a band. That's Tamar Korn joining me on vocal cords. The songbird of the north. That's Tal Ronan, all the way from Tel Aviv, Israel, gracing us on the bass. And that's the maestro, King Kelso, John Eric Kelso, on the trumpet, or a variation of the trumpet, a cornet trumpet.
We're really excited to be playing together. We've been sequestered during quarantine, and now we're starting to have our musical humanity back with each other in our open airs. Up on the rooftop, Joe's roof, Ayan's rooftop.
Yes, and which brings us back to our next song, which is called Yearning. Song about yearning for our friends that we didn't get to see on tour this summer, and our friends in the global music communities that we are missing very dearly. This song starts with some Brooklyn bird calls, endemic to this rooftop, actually. A songbird yearns to sing a love song. The roses yearn just for the dew. The whole world's yearning for the sunshine. I have a yearning too. Yearning just for you. That's all I do, my dear. Smiles have turned to tears. Days have turned to years. Yearning just for you. I hope that you yearn too. That was a tune that Bob Wills recorded among others before him, but he was kind of someone, a lot of people know that from the Western Swing canon.
Yeah.
Our next tune, we are borrowing from the Golden Gate Gospel Quartet. This is a song about coming back to the people you love. This is called I Will Be Home Again, in the key of A flat, for those of you keeping track at home. One, two, three, 4, 1. I will be home again. Don't worry, dear. I'll be home again. So won't you dry that tear? The promise in your eyes will see me through. There'll be brighter skies when I come back to you. Sweetheart, the love you're giving thrills my hungry heart. You make life worth the living, although we are apart. I will be home again. We'll start anew, darling. Until then, our dreams will have to do. Sweetheart, the love you're giving thrills my hungry heart. You make life worth the living, although we are apart. I will be home again. We'll start anew, darling. Until then, our dreams will have to do. Thanks so much for listening, y'all. We will be right back after a brief commercial break. Thanks for listening.
Peluso microphones. You can see one right here at the edge of the table. That's why our voices sound so warm and crisp and balanced. Peluso is a great family-owned business right here in Floyd County. These microphones are all handmade and to the highest standards. They're world-class microphones. In fact, they have a reputation all around the world, don't they, Ash?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my brother-in-law, he's a sound engineer over in Australia, and he's really excited about these microphones. He was even more excited when he came to Floyd and found out they were made just down the road from us.
That's right. And we use them here at the Country Store for all kinds of events, concerts, and the Friday night jamborees, the Floyd Radio Show. We use them across the street to record the County Sales Radio Hour. And they're just really wonderful mics. In fact, we like them so much that Ash and I had to buy our own Peluso microphone. This one here is actually our microphone. So we just can't say enough good things about them. And the folks who make them are also really wonderful people. So
that helps.
It does help. It does help. But anyway, we appreciate their support, and we are glad to have them as a sponsor for the Floyd Radio Show.
Yeah, we got something prepared.
Oh, that's right. Well, thanks for reminding me.
You want to get in the key of D there?
Oh, got it in the key of D. Yep. Let's see here. Here we go. If you want to sound the best you can, then do so with Peluso. If you want to shake them understand, then do so with Peluso. If you want to have a sound that's the very best around, then do so with Peluso. If you want the sweetest, richest, clearest, deepest sound to be
You took my note.
Sorry about that.
Then do so with Peluso. Oh, I love that jingle.
That's right. Almost as much as I love Peluso microphones.
All right. Well, I love that fiddling from Eddie Bond. How about we hear more from the new Ballard's branch Bogtrotters?
That's right.
Over to you guys.
All right. Well, it's good to be back with you folks. I was telling you all about my talk that I had with the big guy last week there one day, old St. Nick, and I asked him, I said, nobody ever thinks about this, but what do you think you might want for Christmas this year? I said, I bet I know exactly what you need, Santa Claus. And he's like, well, what's that? And I said, well, how about a rocking chair? After all that hard work, you need you a big old red rocking chair. And he looked at me, he said, well, you must think I'm old, because I ain't got no use for no old red rocking chair. And that made me think of this little tune right here. I ain't got no use for your red rocking chair. Got no sugar, honey, baby, now, Lord. Got no sugar, honey, baby, now. I've done all I can do, I've said all I can say. I'll send you to your mama next payday, Lord. I'll send you to your mama next payday. When I'm gone, Lord, who rock the cradle when I'm gone. baby now. Lord, I got no sugar honey baby now. Oh yeah, so Santa, he didn't have no use for no old red rocking chair, but you know what he does like to do, Caroline?
What's that?
You wouldn't believe it, 'cause he's kind of like myself, you know. He's kind of round and firm and fully packed and everything. That's why he's Santa Claus, right? But he likes to flat-foot dance. Yeah, he's got a lot of stamina and get up and go. And I said, well, what's your favorite tune that you like to dance to? And he said that he likes the Do-Rang's hornpipe. So we're going to play a little bit of that for him. Santa, he likes to dance a lot. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that he knew where I lived, because we don't want him to forget my present and Bonnie's present and everything. So I said, you know, I just was kind of wondering, how in the world do you know where to go when you're flying around up there in that sleigh? And he said, oh, you know, I know right where you live. He said, you live right down there in Freeze, Virginia, and I follow that old New River train, where the old New River train used to go right down the tracks to Freeze. So we're going to play that for Santa, old New River train for him. I'm riding on that New River train. I'm riding on that New River train. That same old train that brought me here is gonna carry me away again. Darling, you can't love just one. Now, darling, you can't love just one. You can't love one and have any fun. Oh, darling, you can't love one. Now, darling, you can't love two. Well, darling, you can't love two. You can't love two. Your little heart be true. Oh, darling, you can't love two. Now, darling, you can't love three. Now, darling, you can't love three. You can't love three and then love me. Oh, darling, you can't love three. I'm riding on that new river train. I'm riding on that new river train. That same old train that brought me here's gonna carry me away again. All right, folks, we're going to send you back to Mr. R in Olwell right now for a little bit more of his set.
Well, that was great. Both the Bogtrotters set and Aaron's musical interlude there. I personally was so inspired by that last carrot trick that I took a little bit of time to carve my own carrot flute.
Sweet, let's hear it. Looks pretty good.
Cool, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Let's try it out. See, I got all the finger holes.
You're gonna go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, maybe I didn't do that hole in the middle just right. Oh well. Oh, check this out. Kind of looks like a guitar pick.
That's a pick.
Well, let's see. Maybe we can get some music out of it this way. Let's see here. Hey, awesome. You want some?
No, it's time to hear from one of our sponsors.
All right.
County Sales, folks.
Oh. Let's get you that. right. Well, County Sales is one of our very favorite stores anywhere, and it happens to be right here across the street in Floyd. County Sales has the world's largest selection of bluegrass, old-time music, and classic country music, and it has been serving music fans worldwide since 1965.
That's right. Yep. And today we just wanted to bring your attention to, these are just two excellent products that County Sales offers.
Both new to our stock, aren't they?
These are new to our stock. I think we've all been hearing a lot from Dolly Parton over the last, couple of months or years of late, although she's always been such a prominent figure in the music and just creative productions.
She does have a Christmas special out now, too, I believe.
She does. But she's, if you don't know, she's just an amazing idol for women and men also. She's written over 3,000 songs. She had an amazing career with Porter Wagner here, and she knew when it was time to give up that career and go out on her own. Also recently, she just donated $1 million to the research of a COVID-19 vaccine. This woman is amazing. She's also has an amazing book program for kids, and she's just doing really amazing things.
That to put books in libraries, rural libraries, to make them accessible to kids.
Yeah, that's right. So we have two different products here. This here is a book that she wrote herself, and it's called Song Teller. This it's a coffee table book, but in here there are lots of unseen photos of Dolly, and she actually goes into great detail explaining her own songs. So you get to hear straight from the horse's mouth what was going on in her life and in the lives of those around her to inspire her own songs. I'm really excited about this book myself.
Yeah, and I am pretty excited about this box set from amazing Bear Family over in Germany. They do a lot of these high quality box sets, and County Sales offers a lot of different box sets from Bear Family, but this is one that we hadn't seen until recently when it came in for Dolly and Porter, who are, it says in the notes here on this album, the greatest male-female country duet of all time, and they are the duet that made all other male-female country duets kind of seem like footnotes.
That's what they say.
Seems fair enough to me. They're pretty great, aren't they?
So this box set, it features their whole recording career from 1967 to 76, and it's made of 6 CDs.
That's right.
There's also so there's 6 CDs in this box set. There's also an LP-sized book in there filled with photos and some biographical information.
Yeah, and we offer more like this, books, box sets, and plenty of CDs, and plenty of vintage vinyl now.
Also, don't forget about that Love Floyd 10 promo code. You can apply it to anything at County Sales.
Including
hats
and
book,
mugs.
let me give you an example. This book, $48. You apply that Love Floyd 10 code, you can get this book for $38.
That's right. Well, that sounds like a pretty incredible deal.
It's a steal of a deal, as we mentioned earlier. Anyway, I think we have something prepared.
Well, that's right. Kind of in this vein.
We're gonna, if that doesn't entice you enough, we're just gonna sing you a little song here around the kitchen table.
Do you have a pick? Because I've got one. If you. Oh,
I'm set. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, this is a song that we learned from Dolly and Porter. If we can see each other over there across this stack. We've never practiced it with Dolly and Porter staring at us like this, but all right, you ready? 2, 3. Someone I used to know. Except actually sung by Dolly and Porter on this box set. So y'all should check that out, and check out our website at countysales.com. All right.
All right. We're going to hear more from the Albany Phileta Band.
Back to that rooftop in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, folks, for tuning back in. It's me again, Albany Phileta, and I'm here with my motley crew of jazz musicians who have joined me on a cold, bitter fall evening on a rooftop in Brooklyn to play music for you people.
It's
because
not that cold.
that's how much we care. I am from Louisiana, and to me it is extremely cold right now. So, we're gonna hopefully warm ourselves with some music, starting with this good one called When I Grow Too Old to Dream. The key of A flat. 1, 2, 1, 2. When I grow too old to dream, I'll have you to remember. When I grow too old to dream, your love will live in my heart. So kiss me, my sweet, and then let us part. 'Cause when I grow too old to dream, your love will live in my heart. Well, folks, you know, you never can grow too old to dream. And that's the truth of the matter. This next song is about baked goods, inspired by the Cookie Monster.
Ooh,
We'd like to send this song out to you, Cookie Monster, wherever you are, hiding in your COVID cave.
Oogia.
That means cookie.
I guess, yeah, the
Sean
story
Eric
behind that
Kelso
is that I
is the resident Cookie
think
Monster.
we all learned the song from Sesame Street, but I learned it from Israeli Sesame Street, which is in Hebrew, and the word in Hebrew for cookie is oogia. Oogia. Actually, Sesame Street and the Muppets were some of my first introductions to the world of this beautiful music. So it all kind of ties in.
That's true.
That's
It's
great.
all connected.
And you're even wearing blue, inspired by Cookie Monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
My shirt is blue too.
You really are
Carhartt.
Cookie Monster.
Whoa, we have matching Carhartts on right now. Just
That's
a
good.
couple of working class jazz musicians. All right.
Carhartt, the good lady that's the heir to the Carhartt fortune, saved the Detroit Jazz Festival and the Wayne State University Jazz Program,
Whoa,
and started the Mack Avenue Records label, which is huge now, and
Wow.
and used to go to Eddie Condon's and loves Lee Wiley, and she's like 90 years old now, and she's like a tough broad, and she's really cool.
Amazing.
And she also has this great club there in Detroit called the Dirty Dog.
The Dirty Dog.
The Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe, and it's actually like best restaurant in Detroit.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
it's like a nice place, you know.
That's cool.
Anyway, I hope you're getting all this. And this is the commercial.
This is part of
Love
the.
that.
This is the.
But that's a
extra-
reason to like Carhartt. They're like supporting
Yeah.
good music.
One more reason
very
to
cool.
love Carhartt.
Yep.
Maestro.
Oh yeah. We're
Back
gonna
to
do one A up
cookies.
front.
Mm-hmm.
In F. 1, 2. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? If I knew you were coming, I'd have hired a band, bestest band in the land. If I knew you were coming, I'd have hired a band. Spread the welcome mat for you. Oh, I don't know where you're going, 'cause I don't know where you've been. But it really doesn't matter. Grab a fork and grab a platter and dig, dig, dig right in. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, hired a band. Goodness sake, if I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do, John?
Sound like you're jealous of my cookies.
לא הייתי יודע שתבוא היום, לא אתמול, לא שלשום, אז הייתי אופה לך עוגה כזאת, עם נרות, עם נרות, עם נרות. לו היית מודיע לי בטלפון, עוד אתמול בטלפון, אז הייתי מכין לך עוד הפתעות, עוד עם שוקולד וסוכריות. ספר מאין באת ולאן אתה הולך, לא אכפת לי מה עשית, העיקר שכבר הגעת וטוב לי על הלב. לא הייתי יודע שתבוא היום, לא מחר, לא שלשון, הייתי מגדל לך כזאת עוגה, מתוקה טעימה וגדולה. How'd you do? 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 How'd you do?
Wow.
Well, I ate all the cookies.
Well, you know.
Want a cookie?
Well, folks, that brings us to our last song of the evening for you. We're going to do a beautiful song about how songs end in real life,
I'll save one for
but
you,
the
Joe.
melodies linger on through our memories. It's like seeing an old friend. It's like knowing they still exist somewhere in the world, having that beautiful memory exist in your dreams.
My thoughts go back to a heavenly dance, a moment of bliss that we spent. Our hearts were filled by a song of romance as into the night we went and sang to our hearts' content. The song has ended, but the melody lingers on. You and the song have gone, but the melody lingers on. The moon is descended, but it's found at the break of dawn. You and the song have gone, but the melody lingers on. Beneath the light of the moon, we sang a love song that ended too soon. The song has ended, but the melody lingers on. You and the song have gone, but the melody lingers on.
John Eric Kelso on the trumpet, Tal Ronan on the bass, Tamar Korn on the bird calls and singing. I'm Albany Phileta on the guitar, and we appreciate you guys listening to us. Have a beautiful night.
Well, that was another great set by the Albany Phileta Band.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I am so glad that we've got all this great Carhartt gear here to stay warm in while we watch those sets of music way up there in the cold, wet north.
They looked cold up there, although not too cold.
Not too cold.
I noticed their apparel.
That's right. Carhartt. Pretty neat. I didn't know all that about the Carhartt company.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to hear that they're still a family-owned business and they support the arts.
Yeah. And the Floyd Country Store here carries a full line of Carhartt gear, including hats and sweatshirts and jean jackets, all the way to wool socks and even overalls for adults and for children.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And probably other things as well. But yeah, Carhartt, it's a great company and it'll last. It's built to last, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, looking forward to hearing more from Aaron Olwell. What else did he get up
But
to?
before we get to that, I did just want to mention that this next segment of our show is brought to us by Bruce Brand's Breaded Baby Bison Bites, now made with 100% real baby.
Bison.
What?
You mean bison, right?
Yeah, whatever. Sure, yeah, I'm sure.
All right,
I'm sure.
let's hear from Aaron.
All right, back to Aaron. Well, I certainly haven't heard that take on Deck the Halls before. Great job, Arn, as always. We certainly have enjoyed hearing from you this show, and
Absolutely.
looking forward to more.
And I've certainly been enjoying this steaming hot beverage of my choice in my handmade Floyd Country Store mug.
Yeah, this one also is handmade. I particularly like that one with the image of the old country store on the front there.
Storefront there.
Pretty neat. Anyway, well, I believe it's time for our final set now from the new Ballard's branch Bogtrotters. So let's go hear more from them.
All right, folks. Well, it's good to be back here with you again. And if you're just tuning in, we've been telling you all about my long conversation I had last week with the big man himself, old St. Nick. You know, I was talking to him about how when you're way up there in the sky flying around in that sled with all them reindeers, I said, you know, how is that? And he's like, well, you know, it gets pretty cold up there. That's why he's got to stay bundled up all the time. So the wind is really chilly up there. It made me think of this old fiddle tune called Chilly Winds. I'll see you when you've troubles, Lord, like mine, Lord, like mine. I'll see you when you ain't got a dime. So I went on ahead talking to old St. Nick there a little bit, and I was kind of asking him, well, what do y'all do up there at the North Pole all year, you know, in between Christmases? I know it gets real busy around Christmas time and everything, but after that, I was like, what do y'all do up here all year? And he said, apparently, you know, they have this big line dancing club at the North Pole down at the Elf Club. And every Tuesday and Friday night, Miss Claus and old St. Nick, they love to go down and line dance. And I said, well, what's your favorite line dancing song? And guess what it was, Caroline?
I just can't even imagine.
Cotton Eye Joe. So we're going to play a little bit of that for them. I fell down, stuck my toe, called the doctor, Cotton Eye Joe. Where'd you come from, where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where'd you come from, where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Cotton Eye Joe, where'd you come from, where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where'd you come from, where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Down in Hollywood, the peaches grow, live an old man named Cotton Eye Joe. Where'd you come from, where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where'd you come from, where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? All right. Well, I hope we had some folks shaking a leg out there to that one. So anyways, wrap our conversation up with old St. Nick, you know, I said, you know, how is it after it's all over with? Like, you know, when you get back home on Christmas Eve and all the presents have been delivered, you know, what goes on after that? Well, he said, well, you know, that's party time up at the North Pole. So he said, we have a big old breaking up Christmas party. So that's what we're going to play for our last tune here, a little breaking up Christmas. Breaking up Christmas all night long. It's oh me, oh my, oh me, what'll I do? But down yonder long time ago, old folks dance do-si-do. to come up here with us. I'm going to get my mask on here. And we're going to hang it all up tonight with a good old tune. You got anything else you need to say there?
I do. Before we get into that last tune here, I just wanted to say thanks again, everybody, for being here tonight. And thanks again to all our guest musicians, the New Ballards Branch Bogtrotters, the Albany Phileta Band, and also Olwell. And to subscribe, listen to other episodes of the Floyd Radio Show, or get more information, please join us online at floydradioshow.com. Again, we're Ashley Watkins. I'm Andrew Small. This has been the Floyd Radio Show. So what do you got for us?
All right. Well, I thought we'd just have a good old Gaelic style jam and get everybody up here and play a little Hangman's Reel. We'll hang it up with Hangman's Reel. How's that?
That sounds great. That sounds great.